Hello, everyone. This is Duran's Healing, and welcome to tonight's Healing Circle. For those of you who are new here, welcome to my channel, where I provide weekly energetic updates for the collective. And for starters, I would like to say the energy that I'm picking up on feels very heavy. As I begin to prepare for this reading, a heaviness washed over me. So bear with me as I try to work through this energy. And if at any point this message resonates with you, please be sure to like, subscribe, or comment below to let me know how this message is showing up in your world. And I would also like to say you could offer some support in the comments, as well as I am to encourage me or to give some positive energy or lift me up as I try to work through this reading. With that being said, let's get right into the messages. And the message that's speaking the loudest has to do with what's going on in the other world. What's going on the other side. And what I can see in the stones here is that you've been called to a very powerful calling. You have a very powerful mission. You have a lot of responsibility. And it has to do with the work that you're doing in the spirit world, with the work that you're doing on your spiritual journey. Because on one end, it has to do with the fact that you're not just a spiritual wanderer. You see, you're not just doing this for nothing. You're not on this path for the sake of being on it. And this may cause some degree of confusion at times. Navigating yourself throughout this human experience, being a highly spiritual person, a highly spiritual being. Because what you've been called to embark on requires a deep relationship with your spirit guides, with your ancestors or the higher team. Picking up on all these energies that's coming from an outside source. But it's important to note that you have been given this level of responsibility because it's what you've been called to do. And embarking on this path, it's as if your ancestors or your spirit team are giving you an abundance of information, as if you're a vessel. They're pouring into you so many downloads, so much information that you have no choice but to lean on the Spirit. And it may make you feel as if you're in a high state, causing some degree of confusion or irregularities in your day-to-day life if you don't have the proper treatment system in place to allow you to flow from the heaviness of this energy to the regular world. Because the amount of work that you're doing, even though it's spiritual, even though the naked eye can't necessarily see what's going on per se, your energy can feel it. You can pick up on it. And it's giving you purpose. It's giving you direction as to what it is that you're here to do. This means that what it calls for you to do is pay a little bit more attention to your intuition. Pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to the signs that are coming towards you. being able to process it and find the way to deliver this light, this gift out. And you will be seen in a way that is a little bit abstract, abnormal, a little bit otherworldly, because this energy is very unique. It will cause you to be in a space of high, causing you to be in a state where you could feel as if your energy is balanced. Turning off the remote, turning off the TV, turning off other channels in order for you to receive the proper information in its purity. This is what's giving you your light. This is what's giving you your reason to excel. Finding a place of your home, finding that the otherworldliness of your being has a place here. Living in 2 dimensions is not an easy thing. But the wisdom that you gain from it is it appears that it's causing some mirroring to occur, some challenges to occur in your life. One, I'm seeing your platform of power in nature. And the other, I'm seeing your obstacle stone in mineral. Directly symmetrical, directly in the opposite positions of one another. What this tells me is that you may be standing alone right now. You may be feeling as if you're going against the grain of the current paradigm that you live in. But the beauty in this is that you're not wavering from what you're called to do. This also may be causing you to feel like you're alone, feeling as if you're a fish out of water, almost as if you're invisible, because this energy has consumed you so much that it hasn't placed you out in the open in a way that you have found a homeostasis or a proper connection with the community just yet. Blocking your creativity, blocking the people from coming towards you. Even though your isolation is occurring because of the energy and the responsibility that you have, it may appear to others as if you're behaving rather selfishly. Matter of fact, it's not necessarily a choice you're making. The energy around you is causing you to focus on something much more important for you. Something much more real. Something much more of value. Because you can't find this energy anywhere else. You know you're tapped into something much more potent. And you're not wandering or veering away from it. But I can see the ancestor stone, the other ancestor stone, or the spirit guide stone is in the water next to the snake vertebrae, which means that the radical changes that you're currently experiencing, you have yet to really see the manifestation of or the materialization of it yet. When you come out of this fog, when you finally make the declaration that you have gained the information that you needed to make your way out of it, the changes you will see in your world will create a different version of authenticity for you. Healing a part of yourself that remained the same, that remained pure. And what I will do at this particular time, I would like to see what these radical changes are about. Because once you step out into the open from all of this energy that the other world is downloading and creating for you, your world will not be the same. What is this radical change about? What is the radical changes that will appear for the collective? Okay, give me 1 second. Okay. Give me 1 second. Separation, loving thyself, and diet. Yeah. What you're experiencing right now, or the radical changes that will come to your world, is going to be something like a spiritual diet. And it's because of what you're doing right now. Believe it or not, what you're undergoing is nothing more than self-love. You're doing this because you do truly love yourself. And because you're taking this step, it is causing separation from what you formerly knew to a new thought process, a new way of thinking. And coming up out of this will be like you've undergone a diet. No longer craving the same things that you once did. No longer craving certain dynamics and certain people or places. It's as if you have undergone a makeover. Clearing out your energy. Charging it up in a way to give you a new heightened vision, a new heightened level of intuition. Things will no longer be the same for you because separation came out. This separation is causing radical changes in your world, and you will not be viewed the same way once you come out of it. This is a very unique process. It's a process of self-love. This is a process that you undergo when you stop doing things the same way. When you realize the path that you were on wasn't working for you anymore. You're stepping onto a new adventure. Embracing a new version of yourself. New friendships, new places, new people, new everything. A radical change is definitely in the near future for you. Wow, very powerful message. No wonder I felt heavy. This is heavy. This is heavy. It may sound like an easy thing that you're going through, but the amount of spiritual work that you're doing on yourself and for yourself and for your ancestral lineage is no small task. The energy of it all is creating changes for yourself, healing of generations before you and that's coming in front of you. You're changing the trajectory. You are a change agent. This is the other side of what it means to be a healer. Changing things in other dimensions by way of your frequency, by way of your energy alone. Wow. Very powerful message. This is deep, guys. This is very deep. This is dimensional. This is going into kind of the subspace dimension and doing the healing work. Wow. That's heavy work that you're doing. And if this message has resonated with you so far, please be sure to like, please be sure to subscribe, or comment below to let me know how or if this message is showing up in your world. And I'd like to thank you all for being with me as I continue to navigate through this heavy energy. And what I will do at this time is I would like to pull some cards to see what other messages that the higher energy would like for me to share with you all at this particular time. What other messages the higher energy would like for me to share with the collective? Two and one more. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay, there it is. Okay. Cards fell. 2, 3. Okay. The cards that came out were matters of the heart, higher source, beyond the physical, and stop. In essence, what I'm gathering here is that you're truly dealing with the matters of the heart. There are things that may have been weighing on your heart so heavily, so deeply, that you could not keep doing things the same way if you wanted to see true change, if you wanted to see true transformation in your world. You knew you had to lean on a higher source. You had to tap into something much more deeper than yourself, or you had to tap into something much more deeper that was within yourself. You had to go beyond the physical, which forced you to stop things dead in its tracks. You were dealing with something very difficult. You had to break the cycle. You had to break the mental process that kept you in the same cycle. You started to see yourself going down a path that your forefathers or your family or other people around you were going, that you did not want the same for yourself. You wanted more. Your heart desired something more. And you were not going to allow this to slip through your fingers, because you knew you were tapped into something more, and you knew that you have the ability and something within you to figure it out. And you're doing it. You're doing it. And that's the beauty of all of this. You made the right choice. You allowed your heart to guide you into yourself, into a state of self-love. Loving yourself was the answer, regardless of the consequences, regardless of what people have said about you. You did what was most important to you. And you've gotten yourself here. And you have made it. You have found the answers by doing so. You made a very powerful step in your your healing journey, which force you to go beyond the physical, which force you to go into another dimension, to fuel yourself up, to be able to take on this world in a whole new way. Now you're able to stand in power. Now you're able to stand with dignity and honor so that you can move differently. This is the essence of true power. This is what your spiritual journey is about. Period. Wow. Very powerful message, guys. And thank you all for pulling this message in. It was a very tough reading for me. Thank you all for joining and contributing your energy one way or the other. And with that being said, I am going to close out tonight's healing circle, and I will see you at the next healing circle.